Hey beautiful people, welcome back to SamSlamPlay channel. My name is Sam. We are back to Metro, to our Anna, look at it, sitting, drinking, enjoying tea like me. Ah, damn it, I brought my tongue. Anyway, you see, look at the cap red, which is continue on the TV. Similar, yeah? Huh? No? Okay. Maybe just me. Anyway, last episode, I don't remember shit, so let's just continue. Honestly, I don't. Ah, yeah, we left Volga. Spring.
We left Volga behind. The endless expanses of Russia stretch before us now. The bridge dwellers had finally decided to believe that we were not demons, and let us pass. Anna was right. We invaded their world, and it's not up to us to destroy it. No matter how stupid it may seem. Electricity is a sin. Is that really worse than the lies we were told in the metro? About how the whole world was dead and there was nowhere to go? Everybody in the tunnels bought that convenient lie. Once we reach Yamantau, we will at least know if that lie was justified. Since so far, we haven't met any signs of enemy occupation.
Don't say it, Eddie. I forgot how much I missed this Russian, strong Russian accent.
Artyom.
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 Anna, I'm here.
Wake up, dear.
Why so foggy?
Is he up yet?
Alosha. What his name is?
Artyom,
Yeah, Alosha.
the colonel wants you on the breach.
Everybody wants me.
See you later.
Alligator.
Come on, wake up.
Okay, we finished here, right? Yes, we finished here. I can see. Oh,
You did a great job there.
I know I did.
We're not home anymore, so we'd all better act like you did. Smoothly.
Nice.
It's not like there's many of us humans left now. So I hope someday we will be able to trust others just because. Because they are people too. Am I bothering you? Sorry, I'm in a philosophical mood today.
I can see that.
Stay here for a bit, Artyom.
Ah, okay. I will. Come on, baby. Ah, she's the best.
This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all?
Probably every
A
single
home,
day.
for one. A place where we could live. A log cabin on the outskirts of a forest. Or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Well, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this. Together. Through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland. Especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip?
Yay!
It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late.
I like details, actually.
We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far. You know, I had a talk with Katya.
Okay.
I'm sitting here recalling that bridge and those people there, and
Okay.
we've been sitting underground for 20 years, and they haven't. So what? These are not the same people who used to build cities,
Exactly.
planes, and space rockets. They are just like us in Metro, only even more dejected. They are essentially slaves. For real. They work all day and pray all night, always watched, always directed. Everything is under control. Everything is decided by the community. Well, I mean, Silantius. They don't even have any property. Even their socks belong to the community. They're just entranced with him, with these ridiculous lies about electricity. Of course, not everyone got fooled easily, but if they dare ask questions, they get penance. Exorcising an electric demon with prayer and the cross. But that's a death sentence. How is a flashlight dangerous? Or a radio? But no, they shun it all. They hide and keep praying. How can you even make people believe this ridiculous garbage within just a few years? People in general start believing lies surprisingly easily, don't they? As long as those lies are convenient or at least familiar.
Yes, I
Take
agree
us
with that.
in Metro. All right, we haven't met the occupying forces yet. If we disregard that shirt I found on an antenna, Katya and Crest, never met them either. But maybe they are still out there somewhere. And if they are, then they didn't even tell us about them back home. They didn't tell us that the war was still on. They just made us believe that there's no life anywhere outside of Metro. They've been lying to us. Lying non-stop. All this time. Were their intentions good? Perhaps. But the Metro is a castle built on lies.
Anya, you okay?
Damn, am I angry.
You look like
And
you on
so
those
far,
days.
no matter how far we get, we haven't met a single enemy. Isn't that strange? But Father won't have a word of it. Stay vigilant, be careful, the enemy never sleeps. You know, I love my father. A whole lot, no matter what. But what if everything he's been told is just another layer of lies? I hope we'll find out how deep this rabbit hole is once we get to Yamantau. Well, what do you know? I do feel better now after telling you.
Some people need to let
Thanks
it go.
for hearing me out, Artyom.
Yeah, exactly. To lend a ear.
Let's just sit here a little.
You don't need to say anything. Don't answer. Just listen. Fuck it. You know, some people really need it.
Right, run along. Dad wanted something.
Yeah, I didn't push anything. Darling, babe. Babe. No, I want to sit with you.
It's like living in a fairy tale. A prince has rescued his princess from a monster-infested dungeon and is taking her to his magic kingdom where they are going to live happily ever after. Do you think we're going to find that kingdom in the end?
It's like a man cave there.
Well, if it's with you, I'll be fine anywhere.
Darling, you coughing.
Live happily ever after is the most important part as far as I'm concerned.
One thing I'm really concerned about is your health right now, darling. No shit. Okay? Yes? No? I got the thumbnail. Great. I got the thumbnail. Alright.
Leaving already?
No, I'm...
Well, go get them, tiger.
Yeah, roar. Roar. Alright, let's sit down in here. Look at it. This is the note I still didn't figure out how to do it. How to open it on the thingy. Alright, we've got the new... the Volga. After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seems incredibly fresh, intoxicating, but that was not the cause of the crew Europia. Our journey finally had a definitive purpose provided by the transmissions from a government bunker in the Urals. We spent 20 years thinking that neither the government nor military high command had survived. As it turned out, they were still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We had a lot of questions to ask them once we reached Yamantau, if we ever would. The ruins of our country were under enemy controls, according to Miller, and we would have to fight through our goals. A small team against the occupation's armies. What chances did we have to succeed to get some answers? Yet, sitting out on our recon mission, Anna and I did not pondered those questions. We just kept filing our with that sweet fresh air, splashing about the spring puddles like a child out for the first walk after a long sickness. When I docked the old and buttered, but still surprisingly watertight boat at the goal, it became apparently why our arrival terrified the locals. Those fanatics are for some reason convinced that it was electricity that brought about mankind's demise, so they avoid any and all technology like the pledge. On the other hand, they have a grain of a reason in their belief for technological progress did in fact enable our self-destruction. They didn't get me with the trap thanks to a little girl and her mother, who had been held, is it held or held? Who is being held by the fanatics in that murky and damp ruin for about a year. God damn, a year. I didn't know that. If those locals would do such a things, was there any real hope that they'd be inclined to let us cross the bridge? Maybe there was a Katya and Nastya made it out for a church successfully, but the reinforcement had arrived to spring the trap on the dangerous erotic that I was. So me, luckily, heard that was so me. Luckily, I was able to get away without killing anyone. Besides, we obtained a reliable source of information on the cultist, so we helped. We could find some basics for the dialogue with them. Katya and Nastya didn't just tell us about the fanatics, but also about Crest, a traveling mechanic hated by the fanatics because of his traits. It's their lost reality. Really. They can go back to using flint tools for all we care, while we are lucky to have such a versatile handyman in our crew now. While I was out looking for Crest, Anna managed to get into adventure of her own. She fell down some cellar and hit her head, knocking herself out and breathed in some poisonous humus from chemicals abundant there. Who knows how many years ago. She seems to be suffered no serious injuries, though I would still mad at her father. I would still mad at her father. His paranoia went way too far, making us all seem enemies. An enemy banner in every old page. Rage. We found no occupying forces in this backwater. Backwater. Even the chemicals in the cellar seems to be wholly domestic. Luckily, they were long past the expiry date, or so it seems. Getting the rail car lifted by Crest in an abandoned loading terminal was not easy. The half-floated building was where the wait, what? The half-floated buildings was where the enormous catfish, one of the pillar of the local crazy parody of a religion, made its lair. I must give the fanatics they do, though. They did turn the buildings into a virtual shrine, even though house. What? Shrine. Even though house not just the catfish, but also hordes of the human-like mutants, which were overjoyed to see me. Those they. I forgot what the name of them. What did I call them? I forgot. The enormous mutated catfish the local were terrified of did not stop us. I found it funny, though that they would address their prayers to that fish. Could a man make a god out of anything? Can the degenerate we've been fighting be even called man, though? At the end of the day, I had successfully exchanged some ammo for some ammo for a rail car, in a great condition, more than capable of tugging the passenger's carriage that had brought Katya to this accused place. One day back to the Aurora, I had to take some trash out first though. Wading through and among the rusty railroad carriages and that husk of abandoned buildings, I had for some reason expected to have left the bandits, along with the Moscow's poisonous air far, far, far back. Now, I do. Of course, understand that it was rather silly of me. There is no changing the human nature, and anarchy could only make the worst qualities of a presence themselves. The beautiful is always unique, while the ugly is surprisingly unformed. Those bandits, were they hard-hearted criminals or just people left desperate and robbed of the most of the humanity by the war that had blown over them, differed from their metro counterparts by clothes and names at most. Their actions, robbing, murdering, and capturing innocent people to sell into slavery, were exactly the same. My opinion of the fanatics notwithstanding, only a complete and utter bastard could have left them in the hands of the bandits. Naturally, the bandits would keep terrorizing the locals afterwards. They might even be torturing some new victims at the very moment. But at least I saved somebody, simply because I could not have done myself. Jesus Christ, I'm tired already. It was pointless to even try to talk to the fanatics into the letting us across the bridge. So our only option was to take the matter into our own hands and lower the movable section of the bridge, regardless of their opinion on that. The problem was we couldn't really get onto that bridge from the shore, so we had to use the last remaining path of the enemy, the river, where the fanatics could not expect us from. The path could only be rendered accessible with the help of the tugboat we could rent from the river traders. Luckily, the trader's captain provided to be no fool and surrendered immediately after glancing into the barrels of our weapon trapped a train on his head. The boat's crew remained completely oblivious of our infiltration until we took the situation under control, so no blood was spilled. Yay! For us, the bridge was little more than an obstacle to cross, but for the fanatics it was a lot more. It was their safe haven from the terrible demons of electricity, their home, their temple, their fortress. No wonder they weren't exactly keen on letting us just anyone through that safe. The guards were, sure, less than competent, lulled into the complacency by the safety of their home ground. So much so the Duke and I managed to sneak into the very heart of the cult completely undetected. All that stealth and the special operation training Miller had us through definitely paid off. And we got a drop on Silentius, who had left with no option but surrender. Well, we left Volga behind. There we met people who had spent all those years living in the open and never heard about the war still going on under conditions we had to tolerate living in the metro. When I received these signals from the surrounding outside of the Moscow for the first time, I thought the people of the surface would be different from us, would be free from our fear and our hopelessness. In the metro, we knew we were not living, but merely passing time before the death. So for some reason, I expected the people who knew they had a proper tomorrow to be somehow wiser, more free and noble than us. I was wrong. They were just as miserable and lost as we are. Perhaps the people was not the metro, but us all along. If here on the surface, we continue doing the same thing we did underground, we might never get a chance to build a future. A vast world stretches before us, and I am sure we'll find that we are looking for if the occupying our forces don't get us on the way. We left all behind and listed. This is he already said. Okay, you see, this is diary. I wanna know, how do you open content diary? Why I cannot open it? Whatever. So what do we got now again? Yeah, the Katya and Nastya. Woohoo! Reading day, boys. I can't really imagine that Katya and Nastya had been through and how they managed to keep their sanity, much less remain as optimistic as they are. A little girl and a tender woman provide to be tough than a fate, taking all the blows it could through at them squarely. And those blows were manly and mighty. They had arrived at the Volga with a group of migrants who were out on a quest for a better life. That quest ended with them finding a new faith, and their death along with it. Of course, Silencio didn't kill anyone himself. He didn't even order anyone killed. Still, his holy rituals where an initiated must dispose of electric anomaly to be accepted into the fold. How is it different from a murder in a cold blood? It's no wonder that their colonel let Stepan and Anna coax him into letting Katya and Nastya aboard the Aurora, even though there must be numerous dangers waiting for us. Still, I would urge that those ladies are tougher than some battle-hard-headed troops. Besides, Katya is trained nurse and will most probably need a call all the medical experience we can get. An avid storyteller, a talented mechanic, and a natural-born adventurer who travel all across the vast expanses of his threatening world of the surrender. So alien to us, who'd been through hundreds of surface and struck thousands of deals, quite a few of which could well be of the less scrupulous sorts. I don't know if Crest will be journeying with us for long, but I am not surprised that he had such an easy time fitting in. Right now, the start, he gave us the hand with fixing the Aurora, give us the rail card he's been using in his adventures, and then went with us on a mission to capture the tugboat, giving Duke and me the cover we needed to infiltrate the bridge. It's no wonder that even our usually cautious corner had no second thoughts about welcoming Crest into the crew. Shall I read everyone or what? That's a lot. It's very a lot. Anna, my Anna. For the very beginning, I thought I was not worthy of you. What was I? A nerdy guy from a backwater situation, dreaming heard voices in his head. An adventure seeker, and you, the most beautiful girl in the world, the only daughter of the legendary Colonel Miller, the best sniper of the Spartans' order. But how do you put it? There was a lot of hard-boiled guys around. God, how much have been throughout together. We had our bright days and really dark ones. Our feelings would die out and recline again. I even tried to leave, but couldn't go too far. You wanted a normal man, but you still accepted me as I am. You were the only one who didn't consider me mad when I spent days on our surface listening to the radio, fruitless attempts of receiving signals from the other survivors. You knew that every such a sortie meant more radiation exposed for me and less chances for a healthy children should be ever have them. And you would still let me go. You didn't forbid me from dreaming. I always felt your glaze on me when you would carve my back in combat, and when I would lose my way, I was always in your field of view. I always knew that nobody could ever replace you, my personal guardian angel of death. If this is not love, what is? Anna, you wanted to believe me, and you couldn't tell, and you couldn't. You tried to not pay attention to your father, and you did. The corner firmly believes that our country is occupied, and that the war is still going on, and that makes us jumpy, makes us accept an attack at every turn, make us look for traits of enemy presence everywhere. He has us riled up, and Anna is not immune to that. She was so eager to find the occupying forces in that tiny abandoned village near the bridge over Volga that she saw an American banner in a mere old t-shirt. She went to investigate and felt throughout the proof of the old chemical storage seal. Luckily, the chemical seems to have been long since expired to Anna, and it got away with just a few bruises. Needless to say, there was not a trace of our foraging troops' presence anywhere close. Oof, I'm tired of reading. I think all bloody hell has so much Damir. Oh, Damir is mother effing god. Duke! I think Duke is the most interesting will be to read. Idiot and everybody. Okay, I will keep it for now. New Worlds. Fanatics. The bandits were read it. Lance exhibit. Yeah, Fanatics. The warships of a giant mutants, catfish, interstited towards the technology and considered coupled with intense suppressance of all individuals and independence through within the community. What else could one reasonably expect from a mix of primitive mystics with the classic religions? Seizing with the gods all the founders' cult of personality. I must give the fanatics they do, though by banding together, they managed to survive in this wild world, settling a bridge and turning it into the veritable fortress, which we had no choice but to take seriously. The best fighters, the lighting fighters, can fight back against the electric anomalies and even gangs of bandits, compensating for the lack in the training by strong motivation rooted in the fanatism. Creatures. There we go. The human. We have. I know that demons. Oof! I hate the bloody demons. Seriously. Wait, hello. Who's this? I don't care. A shrimp female. Ah, a dog, a lurk. I'm kind of curious about that one, actually. Like the other mutants created by the radioactive fallout, those nightmarish creatures feels right at home in an inhospitable post-war world, despite clearly being this distance from humans. Those creatures are not really that smart, resembling apes in their behavior. They live in the packs, don't use any tools, and defend themselves mostly by throwing stones from a distance. One such a mutant is not much of a threat, but in a fight against a pack of those, it's hard to survive. Our first encounter with those creatures happened on the banks of the Volga. In the open, they seem harmless and even pathetic. The ugly appearance accentuated by the sluggishness of the movements, yet inside the abandoned loading terminal building, they provide to be more than just troublesome to me. It became apparent that besides throwing stones, they were also capable of ambushing their prey by hiding in a shallow water. Okay. What an asshole, is it? Equipments, kind of don't care about the equipments to be fair. The equipments I think is this one. Weapons. Who cares about that? Hold up.
Kenel, come in. Do you read me, Kenel? Warhold here. I'm in Gemete. Over. Kenel, come in.
Which canal?
Over. That's just great. Well, I'll try later. Why are you guys kissing Menchikov's ass so much? How long has it been since he even arrived in Irkutsk? Not even 2 years.
You better reconsider your position on Meshnikov. Did you forget who started trading with the convicts from Zolotoy? Huh?
Well, that was Zakhar's idea, and Zakhar is the man. He crossed Baikal, alone. We'd sign him to anything he proposes at once. Well, Menshikov, I couldn't care less about.
Aren't you getting too big in your head? You're so cool now that the relay gang is off your case? Don't fall off that high horse.
Go to hell, Dan. All right. I can live with listening to Menshikov if you're so fond of him.
Enough of that shit already. The important part is that Irkutsk is still around, and you guys are too.
You're right. That is the important part. Well, give my regards to Menshikov. Over and out.
You devil. Over and out.
Everybody dance now.
Seems like everywhere we've been reminds me of you. How can you be
Cool. So now there's
Attention! This is the Special Restoration Committee speaking from the ARC Project base. Everyone who can hear me, everyone still loyal to the cause, proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 18.
Yeah, I know that.
11-79. Area 18-5. I repeat, proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code... Azamat, come in! Warhold here! Do you read me? Over! Azamat, come in, please. Over. Salam, Warhold. Reading you
Salam.
loud and clear. What's your problem, crying all over the air like that? Over. Finally! Nobody can hear me, that's my problem. That. Yeah, that happens. I thought there was something going on. How are you doing, anyway? Over. Well, everything is fine, actually. Family life, you know. Why do you sound so bored in that case? Are you feeling adventurous?
adventures.
Yeah, just a bit. What's the holdup then? Come over here, old Sabertooth misses you. There's also something brewing here, so your help would be kind of welcome. So just come over. You copy? Over. Copy that. I like the idea. We'll start packing tonight and get back to you once we're ready to move out. Is that okay? Over. Ah, that's my man. We'll be expecting you soon then. Over and out. Give the old Sabertooth my regards. Over and out.
Diego. No. Diego. Diego. Can you go? Diego. No one wants to see a tail.
By standing together, shall we overcome any and all obstacles?
Alright, so turn off the blood lights. Okay, so what should I continue reading? Yeah, I do. Ha! You have no choice. Wait, diary. I read this crew. Let's 1 second. Ding, 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 ding. There's a lot of reading. Name. I'm gonna leave it for the next episode. Otherwise, it's gonna be just a reading day.
How long have we been on the road for? I've been listening to the radio too.
Attention! Attention!
And there was not a single transmission about any occupying force.
Everyone who can hear
There's so much regular chatter. So many stories. Dad says all those are coded transmissions, that they all have hidden meaning, but why would they be so secretive? Why aren't they using this railroad? Why don't they at least control its key junctions? Why did they not install any roadblocks? If they are even out here. This is the main transport artery, after all. Maybe they are not here at all. Maybe they never came here, or they are already gone. Though, where to? Remember? Neither Katya nor Crest have ever met them. Though we seem to be doing just fine even without them. It's like Middle Ages. That Silentius is treating people like slaves, getting them killed. I can't believe they had it worse without his lies, nonsense, and human sacrifices. And us? We had been living down there for so many years, fighting each other. And nobody even thought you could live outside.
Attention! Attention! This is the Special Restoration Committee speaking from the Ark Project base.
Time to go. Okay, let me get up.
Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811.
Uncle Artyom! Uncle Artyom! Uncle Tokarev has already set his shop up.
Alright, let's go.
Wanna go look? It's so...
We will take a look. Nastia's letter. Dear Daddy, I write this to you. We're to look for Mommy and me when you come back. Because Mommy and I want to stay a bit silent to say we must go to the tower. Leave this car, and I don't want to. I wanted to wait for you in the car, but Mommy said I can't. It's a girl is reading. You see, that's why they make it mistakes. And Silentus said you won't come back because you failed the test of faith. He's a stupid liar because you never needed any test as the faith is done. I remember you said so. Mommy say nothing, but I know she's waiting for you too. So please come back soon. Take us away from these fools. I love you so very much. Nastia. Oh wow, I missed a lot of letters.
Here, Uncle Artyom.
Ah, hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say.
Yeah.
What do you think of this workbench, eh?
Beautiful.
Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So thank you. We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees. Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do. I haven't decided where I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon. And it's high time we fixed our uniforms. Some of our people are starting to look pretty ragged, you know?
Yes, sir.
Duke's plate carrier won't hold the back plate anymore, and he jokes that he's lucky it's not the front one, or else his toes would be in danger. Regardless, I am turning this little gang back into a real army. Well, that's it. I bragged enough and won't waste any more of your time. The Colonel summoned you.
Yeah, he can summon
Well, I have
himself.
stuff to do too. You guys are fast to break gear, but none too expedient to fix it.
Look at this. This is a teddy bear we assert.
Uncle Tokarev! Uncle Tokarev!
What would you like to ask, Nastya?
Uncle Tokarev, do you have a sewing machine?
No, I don't.
Oh, there's the crapper.
But how are you going to fix the
Ooh la
fuse
la.
then?
You know, it's just like sitting in.
Like everyone else, I think.
A smoke break. That's good.
Yeah, exactly. Give me a little smoke. Ah, you're not really smoker, are you?
This is one mean smoke. Damn, this is rough. Well, nothing we couldn't take.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, remember, smoking is bad. Do not, don't even think of
you're
smoking.
the right kind of guys.
Did you hear me?
You, the colonel, Duke, that guy did a swell job on that bridge. And now he's bragging about it like a child. He is a child, really. No, a child. But he's good. So, yeah, what did I want to say? Yes. Thank you. You people accepted me, and I'm a simple guy. I will pay that debt back, okay?
Okay.
So, how do you like it out here after your tunnels? Freedom, huh?
Yeah.
Sure thing. So much space.
Can you teach
It
me?
feels too empty to me, though. Just reeds and ruins and those damn mutants. Hate them. Phew.
I sure can, but later.
No, you
I've
guys
got
are
work
gonna
to
see the
do.
government. So, bratucha, don't be mad, but just tell
Will you let me fix Sam's rifle strap?
me. Oh, Artyomich, another smoke break. Good.
Sure thing.
So you're back. What other plans does our leader have in store? Wait, don't tell me.
Who's sleeping here? Dining room. Who's sleeping here? Oi.
Artyom,
Oi.
come on in and have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
Why do you have a gun here? Are you playing Russian roulette?
Artyom, are you up for a jam? Come
Okay.
on, pick the guitar.
Okay, let's go. Da 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 da. All right, I'll do it myself. We're driving now in the train. Oh, the train. I don't know. Through dirt, fucking forest. Newton's looking at us while we're playing guitar. I'm hoping this is not copyrighted. Otherwise, you know what's gonna happen. No music. Wait. For you to know. Wrong timing. I have 1 o'clock night. Opa, 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 opa. Da 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 da.
Thank you, Stepan.
Yeah. I played as well. Thank you, Artyom. Thank you,
I'm
Artyom.
sorry to ask,
Okay.
Katya, but Nastya's father, he's dead, isn't he?
Yes, I showed
Does
his
Nastya know?
last message.
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market.
Yeah.
Around 3 days passed, and I still kept it in. I just sat there with a needle in my hand and didn't see anything. It was all black before my eyes. And then she snuggles up to me and says, "You should cry, Ma. You will feel better." Sieni used to say it.
Yeah, okay.
So I cried and cried. She knows. She knows it all.
I'm sorry, Katya. I'm so sorry.
Let me tell you how we ended up at the bridge.
Okay, that's interesting. Let's go.
We used to live in northeast from here. Quite close if you go in a straight line. But it took us a month. Everything's bombed to rubble out there. Yermak asked me and I told him. Sieni used to say there were lots of military factories out there. Not just military, of course. General industry. And now you can't pass through there even with filters. The radiation is so high. No railway either, just crater upon crater. We were quite far, but our counter still went crazy.
Shit.
One route appeared intact. There was nothing to bomb. So we used that one, thinking we'd get further to the west, but of course they did not let us cross the bridge with the diesel. They said it was satanic. They were ready to let us stay if we gave them the diesel to cleanse it. So we stayed. And then we couldn't leave, even if we wanted. That old goat, Father Silentius, brainwashed everyone, so they would just pray and bow non-stop. They broke our diesel down with their bare hands and threw it into the river. Purification. And on top of it, they gave us trouble for not helping them. Xenia went to check what was going on, and there were only locals there, because Silentius at the Skatina had sent our people away to test them. He said that if they wanted to be truly accepted, they had to defeat a demon. Xenia went to stop them. But it was too late. He only found burnt rags. And then they sent him to do the same. He never came back.
Katja, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, you really didn't. What's done is done. It kind of got so glum in here. Perhaps you, Stepan, could play us something.
Sure thing.
He's just like ignoring me, not even look at me. Sure thing. Alright, leave you two lovebirds together. Stepan, you're doing great. She's all over you already, you know, like a good host. But this through with this not all, this ugly ass. Oi. Who turned on the lights?
Stop it already.
Oi, look at this. I'm afraid if I'm gonna go any further, I will not gonna look through this book again.
Attention! Attention! This is the Special Restoration Committee speaking from the Ark Project base. Everyone who can hear me, everyone still loyal to the cause.
Thank you, Stepan. You play so well.
I hope it's not copyrighted, otherwise you missed such a good song. What is this? Okay, I'll leave this one now, so I can read it normally. All right, the crew member, let's go. The mirror is probably, and I can see shit. Can you turn on lights? Thank you, because apparently we now we're passing this. Can you turn off the radio somehow, please? I'll have to leave this static white noise. The mirror is probably the calmest of all crew members. The mirror is also extremely reliable. He'll always be there to help. Always does the hardest part of any job. Goes on throughout the mission, and then instead of taking the well-earned respect and gratitude as one would expect, he started blushing and saying he had nothing to do with the success, and it all just kind of happened that way. There only pain issue for Damir, and that's his name given to him by his father, along with a half of his blood. Damir can't forgive his father for living, going as far as to deny being his blood kind. All right, enough. 1 hour of listening, and I can't listen to this white noise. I'll try to. I need to find out how to find it on which buttons.
Here's one of my favorites. What did you expect?
Artyom, the colonel's waiting for you on the bridge.
What's up with your plate carrier? Tokarev was mad.
It's a long story. Come on, out with it.
Well, there I am, sitting on a beam, looking at Artyom milling about below.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, you are so full of it. Artyom did most of the work.
That he did, yeah, he did. But you don't have to interrupt my lies. You asked me about the Vest yourselves. Alright, come on. So I see Artyom get to the door, and I think it's time I came down. So I do. But something just holds on to me.
Okay.
What does? How should I know? It's dark.
Okay.
Nobody around. But I can't move.
Oi.
Those locals kept going on about Tsar something. So I thought I was in a kind of a bind. So I just unfastened the safety and leapt down. There was that shed down there. The roof was kind of close.
And what about the Tsar?
Oh, blue, the Tsar was huge. Scary as shit.
Oi.
Well, there was this rusty bolt, and my carrier got snagged on it.
Well, you, Duke, are lucky you already have a nickname.
That's hilarious. And what was next?
Oh, next. Next we jumped that old preacher of theirs. Well, Artyom did most of it.
Okay.
He swooped in like a hawk.
That's me.
Yeah, he's good. While I was clamoring about those beams and fighting the Tsar. Oh, I'm killing myself. Well, he basically solved the whole problem.
I know.
True that. Good job, Artyom.
Thank you, Aurora.
Yeah, you both did well. Crest also.
Sure, he did a swell job distracting those guards. I almost wet my pants with laughter when they started hauling that timber. He's an artist.
Yeah, he's a great guy. You all came out on top of the game.
And that calls for what?
A drink.
A drink, exactly.
You nailed it. You truly are one of us now, Sam.
Let's go. Yes, a drink for you,
Will
boys.
you be joining us?
Nah, not now. I'll have some at dinner.
Well, you'll have to catch up then.
Sure thing. Anyways, we will just have a little as a warm-up now.
Duke. Oh, you got the rabbits here. Wait.
Great.
That's probably stink as hell.
That's some good stuff.
Oh my god. What should I name this episode? What a hack moment. I don't want to come here. Oh yeah, let's through a little bit. You know, it's too cold. Let the boys, you know, relax a little bit. Let me just put it in so nobody worry about it. I'm actually wonder where the heck did they get so much coal? Was it on it? Because it doesn't look like, you know, where's the storage? Like, look. Where's the storage? I don't see storage. Storage where? That's not enough. This bucket is not enough. Not even near.
Listen.
Yes.
I had a talk with the Ark. All thanks to Tokarev. He got the decoder working.
Oh, yeah.
Ark,
Okay.
come in. Come in, Ark. Over. This is Ark. Identify yourself. Over. This is Colonel Sviatoslav Melnikov speaking. I'm in command of a special operations force. We have received your signal and are currently heading your way. Do you copy? Over. Yes. Hear you loud and clear. Who am I talking to? How do I address you? Deputy Chief of Communications Department, Major Ivanov. A moment. Oh, yes, Major. I understand that the checkup is in order. Great, Colonel. Melnikov? Simply capital. I am sorry for the lack of trust, but as you know, the situation is dire and the enemy is always ready to strike. I do understand, Major, and I hope that you can tell the leadership that my people are true to their duty and will be at their full disposal as soon as we arrive. Thank you for the great news. How large is your force, Colonel?
I have a squad of the best operatives the Special Forces have to offer.
A squad? I see. Well, this is great. Great!
Yes,
Sounds suspicious.
we aren't a large force, but we bring a message of extreme importance. We are heading towards you from Sector K6 Alpha. Do you have any data on enemy forces we might encounter on the way? Over.
In just a moment, I have to check. K6, Alpha, you say, as far as I can see, there have been no enemy encounters reported in the area, Colonel. I regret.
Oh my cats.
I must end our conversation here, but know that we are waiting for your arrival. I am making my report immediately, and I am sure the Minister of Defense will be eager to see you.
This is a great honor. Thank you. Just a few words more, though. What is the general situation there, Major? Please.
Colonel, sir, you do understand this is classified information. But I do understand you. We are doing fine. Do not worry.
This is so suspicious. It doesn't sound even Seriously, Colonel, if you actually bite that, you're an idiot.
So, do you get this now, you doubting Thomas? I'm so excited, my hands are still shaking.
Yeah.
The Minister himself. This is incredible. By the way, Artyom, you should take a look at the map.
I don't want to. Okay, I'll look at the map.
As you can see, we're heading almost straight for the Yamantau complex.
Okay.
Katya and Crest tell me that the line there is in decent condition. Surprising, really, taking into account the number of priority targets there. So we can hope for smooth sailing from here, and right to the very destination. It's not even that far, but our speed depends on the state of the track.
Why is it
So I think it's going to take us quite some time to get there. So, Yermak, where were we?
You were saying, it's all about the results.
Ah, yes.
The smoke looks
These
stuck.
soft-bellied attitudes must stop. The ends do justify the means.
Well, I don't object. But not all ends can be called just.
Exactly. And this is why I have been waiting for a chance like this for ages. And now everything seems to be coming together. It's the government. Don't you understand?
Not really.
Oh, but of course.
You don't seem to quite grasp the importance, which is unexpected, especially after the news you just heard.
Yes. Well, say there is a government. So what? We spent so many years apart, so why worry now?
Ah, but don't you see? They
What do
probably
you see?
knew
I don't
nothing
s-
about
ooh.
us. With the sheer power of enemy strikes directed at Moscow, they never expected so many of us to survive. And
I
now,
always want to do that.
we get to tell them Moscow still lives. And not only that, it also preserved a functioning civilization. Do you get that?
Nah, I'm not excited as you are,
All
buddy.
these years, we were fighting a losing battle for mere survival. And now we have a new goal.
Okay.
And what would that goal be?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You don't get this, do you? The command center should have all of the command and control networks, all the intelligence. They should know where all the nukes hit, have complete fallout maps. They have everything. Information rules the
Everything.
world. And Metro is chock full of people. Put two and two together, we could repopulate the country. Yeah, of course, not at once. First, we might have to take the country back. But we'll be doing this under the direction of a real government. People with all the necessary skills. And in the end, we will break out of the underground dead end we are in.
It would be nice, sure. By the way, I meant to ask for some time now. How did you learn about the Yamantau bunker, Colonel?
I don't like the smoke.
Oh,
It
the
pisses me off.
information about the ARC project I have is beyond a doubt. I'm saying this as a GRU officer. I had colleagues working there, preparing evacuation plans. So I've been briefed into it officially.
So, now we just have to get there. And we will. We will. The journey won't be easy, though.
We were never looking for an easy way.
Yes. I've been thinking about that for a long time. The Central Industrial District, a priority target. Katya did confirm my suspicions. The tracks might have survived partially, but the state they're in now is most likely terrible. I think we'll have to fix sections of the track.
I think our people can handle it. Besides, I'm sure there will be sidetracks.
What do you think could have happened in the relatively intact territories in the meantime?
That's a good question. Well, we are going to learn it pretty soon.
Yes.
Yeah, go.
Yes, that we will.
Yeah, we will. Okay. Oh my god, they talk a lot. Jesus Christ. So basically, I can continue a story or anything. I was pushing every button as possible, didn't find it. So we're gonna
Guys,
end it up here,
there's
guys.
something I've been thinking
Guys.
about.
Yeah?
What does everyone expect of this trip?
Nothing. Guys, thanks so much for watching.
Personally,
I do appreciate it.
I want
Please
to
like,
come back and
please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you next episode. I know this episode was a little bit... Ooh, my cat's hair is flying everywhere. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you next episode. I know that episode was a little bit kind of weird because there's not so much action, more about reading, storyteller, but we're getting more information in this 1 hour about most of the stuff, basically, than the past like 5 episodes combined. Or is it just me? You let me down in the comments below. Till the next time.
Thank you for watching my Let's Play. My sub had left with a golden smile. My content funny, you like it honey. Come on baby, just give it a try. And it's great.